Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lurker. So we're just gonna have to like point and say hi to Orwin, because every lurker knows that they love being pointed out and noticed. Hello everyone. Wow. I know that has only been a single week. Has it been 1 week or 2 weeks? I think it's only been 1 week. Only been 1 week that we took off. Most of you don't know the details of the situation, and it's not something worth going into. But thank you for your patience and for giving me a little bit of time off to work through some stuff that was going on with my family. And it'll be one of those things that just kind of is ongoing. So we're just gonna work through it. Yeah, it's part of life. You know, tough times come in life. And all I can say is that it's really valuable to have close friends and family that you can kind of share and they just kind of help you through those tough times. They help remind you that the world's not ending and that keep things feeling a little bit normal, even when things are definitely not feeling normal. So that's all. 2 weeks since last stream. So yeah, 1 week that we took off. So we're not gonna waste too much time because my goodness, the culmination of 2 years of my life. Oh, well, only one night a week. 2 years of my life spent. Maybe finally we'll get to watch the Endwalker trailer, and maybe finally we'll get to learn what this stupid moon is that has been taunting me for so long. I keep talking about it, but I need y'all's help. All right. Y'all have some beautiful outfits, and outfits is actually what I want to talk about, is because if I can do this correctly, I have 2 outfits that I want to get your opinions on. So this is outfit 1 that Justana helped me a lot with. It's a little bit more regal, but not nearly as like war ready. I don't know. Kind of makes you feel like Count Edmond, you know, Ishgardian or whatever, but it does look pretty cool. Or 2 is this one that thank you to Justana, but I did not get the gloves and boots. I need to go back for the gloves and boots, but this one definitely feels more fighting ready. feels more like I'm actually ready to do battle with someone. And both of those are options. If you want to share in chat or message me in the party or whatever, both of those are good. For right now, I'm gonna find my other one. I better not have lost my last glam. Did I literally ruin my other glam? Don't tell me I did. I think I did. I think I had this one, and then I had, oh, I gotta leave a current party to then join this one. I'm not in a party. What? Oh, it's because I'm unable to join party because I'm in glamour mode. I think I applied this and then just dyed the chest piece red. But I got rid of my dye, so we'll just have to go with black. Black here for now. All right, can I join the party now? Yes, I can. There we go. Full party, or light party at least. The sword and shield I just found in the shop, and I thought that it matched the other gear really, really nicely. It doesn't glow or anything fancy, but it's kind of cool and black and silver with a little bit of highlights of red. I thought it looked really cool, so. Glam stream, only for a minute, as everyone gets to show off their fancy new stuff. Karinika showing off fancy new hair. Orin, it has been so long. Good to see you, Mr. Shiny, with your glowing cloak and everything. Glowing kilt, if you will. Harsh, I think I gave you a hug earlier, but you get a hug anyway, so. Discount Zeta Relic. See, some of this stuff I don't follow, and that's okay. I don't know all of the different relics and stuff. So, final set with different color and no glow. Oh, the second one. You like the second one with the armor a little bit more? That's the one I was leaning towards, except that what I want the at least the boots, because I don't mind these boots and gloves. They're a little purple. I don't know if that's right, purple compared to the silver, but it definitely feels more armored and warrior-esque and Like, I'm actually able to protect people. The other one's a little fancier. So maybe we'll, if we're talking to people, we'll do the other one. Maybe that's what we'll do, is we'll just swap back and forth. We'll stick with this one for the moment, and then when we actually go to fight someone, we'll switch over to the other gear, so. Mari, good to see you. You're gonna have to get invited by Lavava, because I think we still have room. But good to see you all. And man, it's Endwalker time. It's Endwalker, well, at least be, you know, prepping for Endwalker time. It's coming up to Endwalker time. We're getting very close, so.
We're almost to the end of the walking.
Right, we're about to hit the end of walking.
The end of the walking.
How many steps must a man take to walk down the beginning of the end? Graha, we always got to give Graha hugs. Graha right now is like our Reen. There was that whole section of, you know, just like every time we saw Reen, we're like, Reen, you get a hug. But now it's Graha. Graha's awesome. All right. And also thank you, Holo, for your update on the Telophoroi. And it's not just the monsters, which I was like, oh, the monsters are the Telophoroi. Well, yes and no and sort of, but not quite. Ah, Jake, you're looking well. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest. Let me also know in the chat if audio sounds weird or anything. I am using the beta audio on OBS to capture game audio and Discord audio in 2 separate channels. So if something goes weird with that, let me know, and I'll update it. But it should be okay, because I haven't really changed any settings, so. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest. Yeah, about an extra week of rest, which was really good. If you came hoping for tidings from Kryl, I'm afraid we're still waiting. But we do have some odd scraps of news to share. Scraps, she says. Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place, but the Alliance has the situation well in hand, thanks in no small part to Hore Boulder and the others. Meanwhile, talks with the Beast Tribes are going even better than expected. Encouraged by Uldah's progress with the Amalja, Gridania has opened negotiations with the Ixal, believe it or not. Old rivals becoming friends. All of which is obviously very encouraging. But with the Telophoroi still out there, it's not as if we can afford to lower our guard. It's only a matter of time before something happens. Not that Fan Daniel will do anything crazy. I mean, that guy is definitely one of the most chill dudes that I've known in the game. He's just a bro, you know? Just wants to shoot some pool, grab a couple drinks. Begging your pardon, but I come bearing an invitation from the Alliance. A council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo, and your attendance is humbly requested. Ah, we were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda? I believe the intention is to share news of the recent developments and discuss what measures might be taken to combat the Telophoroi, in concert with our new allies. The Beast Tribes have also been invited. It is hoped that they will join us in the fight against our common foe. So the Alliance would bring all the Beast Tribes into the fold at a single stroke. An ambitious plan given the delicacy of the negotiations, but mayhap an expedient one, considering the threat we face. Indeed, my lady. And for their part, I am told the Beast Tribes have agreed to attend. If the Scions too are present, all of Eorzea will be represented. And our fancy new gear. Just a silly little guy. Oh, Fandaniel. Oh my gosh, yeah. We used to go and hang out all the time. Get Waffle House at 1 a.m. Just a silly dude. To arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking. Not only diplomatically, but practically. Pray inform the Alliance that we would be honored to participate. We shall make for Alamiga without delay. Then I will bear your answer thither with all haste. We look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace. Yeah, this is where, if you mind the phrase, something's going to hit the fan, I fear. And the reason why is because usually these big meetings, like if you imagine, if you saw all of Eorzean's leadership under one roof, what a better time to just nuke the palace, right? Just nuke it, and you destroy all of the leadership all at the same time. That would just absolutely send Eorzea into a complete uproar. Well, now that we've accepted the invitation, who exactly is going to attend? I move that you and Y'shtola lead our contingent. Given how long you have worked to end summoning, it is only right that you be present for what promises to be a historic moment. I think we've all played our part in that little endeavor, don't you, Jake? Unfortunately, we've had to clear out some beastmen along the way, but it is, unfortunately, at that time was required. All present may rightfully claim a seat, I do quite agree. But by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and lend what assistance I can to the coordination of our defense efforts. I'm not coming either. Emmerich will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. Very well then. While those with the mind to hold the fort get on with holding it, I suggest the rest of us make for Alamigo. Shall we? And our shadow Grahatia is, of course, going to come along. Because what does Graha do but follow us around? Don't forget to bring me something nice from Alamigo. Do we have anything nice from Alamigo? I don't think so. I don't think we do. Oriange? I shall take this opportunity to gain a better understanding of Sir Estinian. Being Elizin of like age, 'tis possible we have interests in common. Dude, you're like 60, all right? And Estinian's like, I don't know, maybe 27? Mayhap I should begin by lending him a favorite treatise or two from my collection. Yeah, he's definitely not gonna read those. Don't worry, I have no plans to return to roaming in your absence. I know you'd only chase me if I did. Estinian's awesome. He's a scion now too. So great. Rock salt? You think Tataru would like rock salt? Oh, just like salt and some shakers. Salt and shakers, salt and shakers. Where's everyone out here? What? Has everyone already left? They've all got home. There you are, you little scamp. Come here. Have a couch. Don't ask where I got that, all right? You don't get that opportunity. You just gotta deal with it. I will say I did go to Azizla temporarily and play some Triple Triad earlier while putting some outfit stuff together. And man, that guy is stingy with his cards. I beat him multiple times over. No winning whatsoever. Very stingy. Maybe after we get out of this, we'll progress the story a little bit, and then we'll go hit the Triple Triad guy over there, because he's got a card we need to win, too. What is a healer? While some few guests have yet to arrive, the Alliance leaders are all present. Shall I show you in? Yeah, this is... We're in a good outfit for meeting with the Alliance leaders, I think. I feel a little bit dressed up like Sir Emmerich. Oh my goodness, what a party. And Grahati is right next to us, as always. But I definitely feel like Fandaniel is going to make an appearance. It'd be so tempting, a captive audience like this. Man, some of you are far from home. Awesome to see you all. Look at all of them. What a good collection. Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
You honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would!
Hear it!
Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay. Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
To be fair, Steph Swat, most of them have tails, and tails can make sitting on chairs uncomfortable. Some of them literally fly, so they really don't have any need for chairs. And some of them are, let's just say,
if all else fails,
height challenged.
I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Y'shtola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
Well, I'll set the stakes high, Raban. Why not?
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
One step at a time.
Our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
And then there's Hien, so he's cool. He could probably do it all himself. I think it's 8 different beast tribes present. Oh, okay. You need some water?
I beg your pardon?
'Tis a war cry.
What is it, Soulwalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little pretty without gills, perhaps? Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
Awesome voice actor.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future as allies united in purpose.
Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets, pits brother against brother. Free them from his grasp, we shall!
Pry them away.
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
A big bonus is that most of the Beastmen don't want their own Beastmen tribes to be slaves to the Primals. So that's a great incentive. It would be different if an entire Beast tribe was sold out to, no, we actually only want our Primal. The Primal is our god, and we're only ever going to, you know, constantly summon them. But most of them are like, no, we understand the Primals are bad. We just only bring them out in self-defense. So...
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
Wait a minute, I guess Karinika was right. Nothing bad is gonna happen. All the bad stuff is over, and now we just get to sit back and
it's taken a
take
while,
things chill.
But I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
Aw, Thancred. Because that's what she worked so hard for.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal.
A lunar primal.
Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Starve them of ether?
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
Except I think that it's the torture of the beastmen that provides the prayer, and then the siphoning of the beastmen's life force that provides the ether. So it's all
a promising proposal. While you are
intertwined.
conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What say you, my friend?
Of course, Emmerich calling us out. Why? No, please just switch over to... just like, me? What? Why do I gotta be involved? I would call it the Grand Company of Eorzea. Don't we already have grand companies? One moment, please. Let me think on this. Let me think on this. The Grand Company of Eorzea. Instead of, I guess, the different city-states having their own mini grand companies, this is the Grand Company of all of Eorzea. I don't mind that name. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Grand Company of Eorzea. Why not? If they don't like it, they can change it. I mean, he called on me for whatever reason.
But that's the name I...
Wait, what? The Grand Company of Eorzea. Why? Hold on a second. When did Alpino use that name? The Grand Company of Eorzea. I totally forgot that that's way back in ARR. He wanted to make one. Oh, so we're calling back to Alfino's name. Hey, he planted the seed, all right? We can give him credit. I don't mind.
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Based on his vision of a grand company.
In that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
Wow. It's huge changes since ARR. And, oh, Alfino. He's tearing up because his vision is coming true. I see. So he wanted to call it the Grand Company, but it wasn't all of Eorzea yet,
dreamed
so...
of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Oh, I'm so glad we got to do that. That's so cool. And I definitely picked the right choice in that regard. I'm curious on what the other one is, but that was a good choice. Good choice. Oh, Alfino, he's tearing up. We'll give the naming credit to him. We don't need it. It's a pity it took the threat of annihilation for everyone to cast their grievances aside, but better late than never, I suppose. We have won over the leaders. Now the leaders must win over their own people. No small task, I grant you, but we have come a long way since first we joined with Minfilia to bring an end to summoning. A long, long way. Long way indeed. The Grand Company of Eorzea. I wonder what Riol and the other former Crystal Braves will make of it. That they weren't able to succeed at it. Forgive me for observing, but Alfino seems less than jubilant. Maybe his thoughts are still occupied by the fate of poor Arnbald. I think he's a little bit somewhere else at this moment, so. Alize suggests it. That's nice. Well, now that we are out of earshot of the other delegates, I hope you will forgive me if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying that I have dreamed of this day since the moment I first set foot upon these shores, and that I was as heartened as anyone to see the people of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Yet even as they uttered their declarations, all I could think about was the conflict to come, of the sacrifices that would be made and the lives lost. Karinika assured me that there was nothing bad that was going to happen. Inevitabilities that I still struggle to accept. But at least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step. The first of many. Many and more. Who's this? Oh, it's Kani Senna. Elder Seer. How might we be of service? I seek Master Alfino's assistance in a matter involving Gridania's neighbors, the Sylphs. Noraxia, I've not forgotten you. I know it's been like 2 years, but I've not forgotten you. I know that you and yours have long kept a weather eye upon the crystal trade, the better to predict the coming of primals, and so you will be familiar with the Sylphs of the Ashcrown Consortium. Through their dealings, they have cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides. Communities such as the Beast Tribes. Just so, it is our hope that we may make use of the Sylphs' established lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Yet there remain certain practical differences between a trade consortium and a grand company. If the Sylphs are to perform their task effectively, they will require the counsel of one versed in the operational aspects of an armed force. An armed force founded with the selfsame goal in mind, no less. You've gotten a level up, Alfino. The Crystal Braves. Yes. Forgive me, Master Alfino. I know that it was a painful chapter in your life, but the experience may yet be made to serve the realm. In my hubris, I plotted a course for the Crystal Braves which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception. One intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. But my plans all came to naught. Built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests, and I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate. Mayhap I ask too much of you? Aww. Not at all. You may count upon my assistance, for what little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations drawing on the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Braves. You have my gratitude, Master Alfino, and my trust. When your report is ready, pray share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance and the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here this day, I have no doubt but that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadow of the Telophoroi and flourish. Until we next meet, my friends. Well, she walked out before I could see it, so now I don't have to think about seeing it. Before committing anything in writing, there are a number of people whose thoughts I should like to hear. Former Braves, you understand. Might you join me in seeking them out? I can't think of an excuse not to, so yes. Now, if Alize had asked, absolutely. Well, I shall be grateful for your help, grudging or not. Aw, you can't take a little teasing, Alfino. I'll join you. If you're planning to canvass the opinions of your former comrades, it'll be a lot quicker if we share the task of questioning them. Then mayhap Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Thancred back to the Rising Stones. Between us, I dare say we should be able to provide an accurate account of the day's events. Wow. No Fan Daniel. Impressed. We should be glad of your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way. Pidge! Good to see you! I didn't realize you were hanging out in here lurking. Have a great evening, Pidge. Get some good rest, and I hope tomorrow is an awesome day and you get lots of good work done. It will not be easy to revisit the past, but sometimes one must look back to see the way forward. I think that's the best way to move forward, is learning lessons from the past. I take it we will soon be paying the Sylphs a visit. How fascinating! That is Graha's word. Fascinating it will be to speak with them in person. Though I gather conversations can prove rather challenging. They're a little tricky. A little tricky. So what's the plan, brother mine? Before discussing the task at hand, I should probably admit that the report I proposed is largely written. Not long after that fateful day in Ul'dah, I penned a detailed account of the organization's history, from the events that led to its inception to the failings that brought about its demise. This I did primarily as a means of taking some semblance of responsibility. Never did I imagine that it might later be referred to by those seeking to form a similar organization. And while I made every attempt to be objective, the account was mine alone, its events viewed from my singular perspective. For it to be of use, however, it must be broadened to encompass the viewpoints of all involved. Only then can it answer what seems to me to be the crucial question. Namely, why, after the Crystal Braves disbanded, did some members choose to remain with us, while others did not? I see. You think the answer will tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind our new grand company together, and that this knowledge might help us prevent it from falling apart when those bonds are inevitably tested. That is my hope, yes, but the questions I would ask are uncomfortable to some. As a former commander of the Crystal Braves, I doubt that those who abandoned the cause would welcome my inquiries. Then Graha and I will just have to try. Meanwhile, the two of you can talk to the ones who kept the faith. A fine suggestion. Have care, however. Certain of my former comrades are of questionable character, so keep your wits about you and let us reconvene in Gridania later on. Be careful, Graha. If you have no objections, I have a mind to begin by speaking with Riol and Elaine. If memory serves, the two of them will be attending an intelligence briefing in Castor Moriens. Let us seek them out there. An intelligence meeting? Instant caramels? Delicious caramels? Sure. We could use more food. I think we have 3 plates of food, maybe? Delicious caramels. Elaine, it's been a long time since we chatted. Oh, I didn't expect to see you here, Jake. But if you enjoy intelligence briefings, you've come to the right place. What have you got to share, huh? What have you got to share? It's a nice sword you got there. Kind of like a bit of a scimitar. I know that there are some sword nerds who know the differences between like swords, scimitars, sabers, and other types of curved swords, but I do not know them that well. Hi, Ree! Well, look who it is, and what brings you two here? Wouldn't have anything to do with the big meeting, would it? In a manner of speaking, I've been assigned a task, you see, for which I require the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. Tell me about why you joined and why you decided not to leave when everything fell apart. So you want to know why we decided to stick with the Scions, eh? Ain't an easy thing to put into words, that. It's because I only got one good eye. Oh, I see what you did there. As I once explained to Jake, I spent a long time agonizing over my failure to alert you to the traitors in our midst. For my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. Not a day goes by that I do not think back to those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and I will continue to serve the cause for as long as I am able. But that wasn't my only reason. When we finally reunited at the Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. And in spite of everything that happened, everything you suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. We would not have blamed you had you turned us away, but when you gave us your trust instead, what else could we do but try to repay it? Nothing, that's what. As for my own tale, well, I've always felt the Scions had something in common with me old crew. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. That was our creed, and I still strive to live by it to this very day. But as time goes on, I've learned that strength comes in many shapes and sizes. From Hoary Boulder to Mistress Tataru, we've all got us something to offer. And not one of us is doing it for personal gain, because we believe there's more important things than that. Things worth protecting, which is what being a Scions is all about. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me. Jake, could you... Knock him out the box. Luke, knock him out. Why do you think the Crystal Braves ended in failure? Give us your thoughts on Crystal Braves. I'm just gonna, be honest and to the point. Why do you think the Crystal Braves ended in failure? More generic responses aren't gonna help. Well, it's found in ideals were something to be proud of, but ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who was in it for the coin, the glory of both. Ours was quite a disparate band, and while I'll never forgive Ilbert, the fact that we managed to function at all was thanks in large part to his efforts. Just a pity he was doing it for all the wrong reasons, eh? Only takes one bad apple, they say, and the Braves had a barrel full of them. Not like the Scions. We might look like a ragtag band of misfits, but deep down we've all got that shared sense of purpose. And why? Because Tataru sifted out all the glory hunters before they made it through the door. I see. So while our ranks comprise a diverse range of people, each with their own individual strengths, we are all united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, I shall make a record of our discussion and refer to it when drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again. Well, and that's basically what the Grand Company is being set up for right now, is that they're all united in purpose in surviving against the Empire and the Towers and all this sort of stuff. But there's the question is, like, say that we were to defeat Fandaniel, we were to defeat the Empire, and we were to clear out all of the towers, what would keep the Grand Company together? Because they no longer have one thing that they were facing off against. So after the Grand Company of Heroes went their separate ways, I did try working on my own for a bit, and I'll admit it was nice to be able to pick my own battles. But if you want to make a real difference, you need to find a good crew and stick with them. You can make a difference on your own, but the impact, the size of that impact, is going to be much smaller than a group of people working together. Speaking of former Crystal Braves, I have not seen Artemis of late, constantly away on missions as he is. I wonder how he fares. Artemis, I don't remember much of Artemis. Somebody sent a letter. I assume a letter has just arrived from Karinika. What are you hee-hee-hee-heeing about? What are you hee-hee-heeing about? Hee-hee-hee-hee-hee. There wasn't any Gil in that. I didn't see any Gil, so I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe. Male Rogadin. There was Gil? Was there one? Oh, it was one Gil. It was okay. I saw the one Gil, and I wasn't sure if I had to like pay the Gil to accept it. It's been around for a while. Well, I think we have taken up enough of our colleagues' time, and I am conscious that less life-affirming testimonies await. Let us make our way to Gridania and hear what the others have learned. I still gotta find a way when I give Lalaki something to just dump several million Gil in his pocket. Just be like, when you least expect it, the Gil will be there. Ah, chaos here. I don't need to go to Castor Moriens. Where is Alize? Oh, in New Gridania. Oh. Or no, that's Old Gridania, right? Yeah, Old Gridania. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true, Ari. But see, I know that if I get you back, you're just going to then try to, like, get me back ×2 even more. And I've already been gotten once, so. On the way here, I took the opportunity to write up my notes from our conversations with Elaine and Riol. All that remains is to add Alize and Graha's findings, whatever they may be. It is busy here, but maybe that's a good thing. Gridania, hoppin'. Thanks to Tataru's ever-dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former Braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, and others less so, but we heard enough to form a picture. I must warn you, Alfino, some of the comments were Harsh. I can well imagine, but their opinions are no less vital for my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. If you start crying, Alfino, it's okay. Thank you. I will set about adding your findings to my own at once. In the meantime, pray go on ahead to Little Solus and seek out Elder Frixio. I will join you anon. Frixio! Some comments were harshifant. I will not make a comment about how many times we lost harshifant when fighting in Eden. That would just be a little unfair. There was a couple of times that I was like, what are you doing? We literally just started. There was the first attack of the entire fight. Now there's a body on the floor. Yeah, because you're nuts, Orwin. And we weren't level 90s, so. Well, I had the honor of sharing a table with Elder Frixio and Alamigo. I did not have an opportunity to speak with him. I do hope my studies have granted me a sufficient grasp of his people's customs. Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Ah, welcome, Brave One and friends of Brave One. How good it is to see walking once again so soon after the meeting.
It's been a while since we last spoke. Ah, should this one perform the customary dance of greeting? Absolutely. Should we do the dance of greeting?
No, be at ease. It is true that these ones once delighted in making walking ones dance, but no more. Horned One, Kani Senna, said that walking ones would be coming to Little Solus. Imperial ones also invaded Sylphlands and abducted many of these ones, so these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones.
That is heartening to hear, Elder. It will require all ones to work in unison to stop the Telophoroi.
These ones will try very hard, of course, but in matters of war, these ones have little experience. Any advice walking ones can provide would be most welcome. Oh, another pretty silver-haired one, and in quite a hurry, it seems.
Alfino, you made it. Alize, you must come quickly. What's the matter, Alfino? Don't tell me you couldn't read my handwriting. What? No, a Twin Adder officer accosted me as I was about to set out. Charlayan has sent an envoy who is due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. Is Kryl back? An envoy? Could it be that Kryl has managed to sway the Forum? We shall know soon enough. When he said accosted, I thought that he literally got punched by someone. I was like, what? But it was just grabbed and oh, hey, there's an envoy here. But there is more. The envoy has requested that the two of us attend the audience with the Elder Seedseer. Really? I could see why they might want Scions to be present, but I specifically... Wait, it isn't who I think it is. It is. I could scarce believe it myself. When I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told that it was one... Oh, no. Fortuna Levilleur. Is it their... It sounds like their dad. Fortuna. It's French, so it's just going to be Fortuna. Forcheesy. Hello, shut up. Your father? Well now, the fact that a serving member of the Forum had journeyed here would be a surprise enough. But him? Quite. I gleaned from this that they're taking the matter seriously. Fortuna. That may be. But why him and not one of the other 9? There's 98 Forum members? 99? How on earth do they get literally anything done? 99 is a huge number. If you were to have arguments between 99 people, it would last literally for forever. Unless he volunteered for it. It has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being? I doubt that very much. Perhaps. But he has always been reluctant to discuss his work with us. Forsha no. Ah, Forsha no. Indeed, and whenever we write to our parents, it's invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it's secondary to his true purpose here.
Elder Frixio, loath I am to cut our visit short. We must return to Gridania. Pray accept my apologies, along with my report. Well, at least he has the report to drop off, so Frixio can still read through it. Never mind. There will be time to talk later. This one won't keep walking ones from urgent matters. Go, go! The audience will be held at the Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seedseer awaits even now. Let us be on our way. Oh yeah, we are inviting ourselves in. Wait, you're supposed to dance, Alfino. Do you not know this? What are you doing? You gotta dance it out. We should show Frixio at least one of our new dance moves. Because... we've gotten quite a few new dance moves. We got the bee's knees. I don't know if Frixio likes the hum, but maybe. Have you seen the ball dance, Frixio? This one's quite elegant. Quite elegant. And then of course there's the very fancy gold dance. Look at these moves. Look at the moves. The spins, the twirls. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Enough dancing. We got business to attend to. Back to New Gridania. For Chano. For Chano. Yeah, this place is popping. What is happening here? What you all doing? I know this place is good for crafting, but seriously. Y'all are very excitable. I think there's one... Wait a minute. Whoa, wait. Annalise? Have we seen Annalise before? I feel like we've run into Annalise once or twice before. I think we go to Old Gridania and over here to the Conjurer's Guild. Silent Conjurer. What? They spoke! Clearly they're not very silent. The Elder Seedseer awaits within. Oh man. After all this time, we get to meet Alize and Alfino's father? I think I talked about an eternity ago that maybe their parents were dead because they never, ever talked about them. After all this time away, it'll be good to see my father, even if it is at an official meeting. 99 may seem like a rather lot of members, but before the Forum was founded, every person of age in Charlene was given equal say in its governance. Many of the institutions are still active today. Many of the institutions that are still active today were established by the people's vote, not least the Studium. As Alize and I were constantly reminded during our time there, it is an example of what could be achieved through absolute democracy. I'm impressed that anything can be achieved through absolute democracy. During my time in Charlene, I heard much of the Fortuneau Levelure. He is a gifted speaker, known amongst other things for the uncompromising application of foreign policy. So, what is their policy when it comes to foreign affairs? My friends, thank you all for coming so swiftly. Word of Master Fortuneau's visit took us quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mr. Skryl permission to request Charlene's aid, we did not anticipate so prompt a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum themselves. What the nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover. Movie time. The gear looks really good. Thank you, Justana, for your assistance.
Elder Seedseer, I thank you for granting me this audience.
He's an Alcyon! No. Every time they introduce a new character, you gotta be like, definitely an Alcyon. Obviously an Alcyon, 100%.
I am Fortuneau Leveilleur.
Fortuneau.
Here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuneau, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
Does he look like his Shola dad? I don't know. We gotta see if the attitude's there.
It's been too long, Father. You look well.
Does he have the snark for Yashdola's dad?
Both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
Ameliance.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louiswa, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
No words for the Warrior of Light?
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the Primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
Does the rest of the forum agree?
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life, who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the forum's answer to your request.
Yeah, and there's a difference between his opinion and the forum.
Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
It has been decided.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald. One in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Wow, the hubris. The hubris. But yeah, I can see if you're really trying to put yourself in his shoes, being on the opposite side of the world, and you're only getting bits and pieces of information, and you're not dealing with the Ascians directly and all this sort of stuff, it can seem a little bit out there and hyperbole.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye.
And this is where his children would have more influence on him if he could, trust what his children are doing. But it's kind of like, hey, you've been here, so I understand why you're influenced by this. But it's almost like they need to take him and show him what is actually happening. Like, do a quick flyby of the Garlean Empire where they're building the super mega ultra tower and they have the thousands of slaves of, Garlean soldiers, and be like, see, this is what they're doing. This is why we need help. But words are hard to convince.
If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I don't think force is going to work on him.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice?
It's easy to say that when you're on a super protected little island and you're like, we don't have to deal with the craziness of war. That's all the savages underneath us. You just have to do it. But like, imagine if the Empire did literally wage war against Charlian, and then it's like, oh, what are you gonna do? Just be like, oh yeah, Empire, you can come in and enslave us all. That's totally fine because we won't go to war. We're not gonna get involved.
It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
We're like trying to prevent death and destruction. It's not they want war. It's that a powerful defense still is you end up at war. But better to fight and to fail than wait for the axe to fall. Not bad. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom. It is indolence. We've heard that one before. It is in your power to save us. Refuse, you can damn us all. I don't think he's going to care about that. But to ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom. It is indolence. I think that's probably the best one. Because he doesn't even think that the axe is going to fall. He's not even convinced of that. But when you have the power to save someone from death, and you don't get involved, then you're a jerk. That's just as simple as it. I like that finally now he pays his attention to us.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike him, you should know better.
Still no words for the Warrior of Light.
Such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Charlian and place all we have worked for in jeopardy.
Kryl would disagree as well.
Alphino, Alizé, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
What? Whoa. That's a little harsh, buddy. That's a little harsh.
What? Father.
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
You didn't even give him a chance. You just one comment and you cut him.
Master Fourcheneau, while Charlian may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Charlian's hopes for the morrow?
I'm too cold and cool for that.
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
I think he needs a good flattening.
Wait! Don't bother, Alizé.
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
It's not his fault. Why are you blaming him? No need to turn your anger on Alphino. You broke my little Alphino's heart! Murder! Dulia seeing red for sure. Alphino? It is we who walk the path of ruin. Time will tell. The path of ruin is laid before you. You're trying to redirect the path into one of less ruin. In order to avoid conflict with Garlemald, the Forum went so far as to order the abandonment of an entire city-state. Their refusal to aid us now is, I'm sorry to say, entirely consistent with our historic position. A font of lore, as always. It was not so long ago that we had a friend and neighbor in Charlayan, and I so clung to the hope that she might yet lend us her strength. But when she forsook Dravanya, it would seem she forsook us all. Yes, adopted by House Fortom. So that's what he came here to say. That we're all fools for having the
temerity to defend ourselves against the Telophoroi. And as for the rest, like it or not, this was the Forum's decision, to watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but the messenger, and he handed down their judgment. I could think of nothing else to say that could possibly sway him. I still can't. Okay, here's a new idea, all right? Here's a new idea. See if y'all stick with me on this. We take all of these lunar primals that are being summoned, right? We box them up, and we ship them off to Sharlayan, right? After about 20 shipments of primals, do you think that they might reconsider? Do you think that they might have something to say about it? To have prolonged the discussion would have changed little, but it is only Master Forchano who must be persuaded, but the Forum as a whole. The decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to be changed, and so we shall face the Telophoroi without their aid. Forgive me, but if they had no intention of helping us, then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why do they not simply keep their counsel as they are wont to do? Because he wanted to see something himself. Jake, has Master Forchano arrived yet? He just left. Then it is as I feared. My efforts were in vain. I pleaded our case to as many Forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. Well, no, that's not exactly true. I should say that they ignored every word I said on the subject without exception. It was almost unnerving. Could it be they're hiding something from us? That might go some way to explain Master Forchano's performance. When he said that they would know if the final days were truly upon us, I dismissed it as pride. But what if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end, and simply disagree with us about its circumstances? That I don't know, but something tells me they are not as unconcerned about the Telophoroi as they claim. If the threat weren't real, why else would they be so standoffish and secretive? I would very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry. Nor have I fared any better with my other mission, researching Hydaelyn and the Ethereal Sea. I tried enlisting the help of experts in the field, but it appears the Forum has forbidden anyone from cooperating with us. Obstructed at every turn. So it would seem, but don't lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and acquaintances we have between us, we can still find a way forward. To that end, I would like you all to join me here, when the time is right, of course. I am aware that matters in Eorzea stand on a knife's edge, but with your permission, I can at least start making the necessary arrangements. I've always wanted to visit Sharlayan. Please do. Well, there are one or two things to take care of here. I'll definitely visit Sharlayan. That'd be awesome. You get to go somewhere new? Yes, exactly. Patrick's got the best idea. And so you shall, albeit under less than happy circumstances. It may take a while to secure entry for you all, but I'll let you know when everything is in order. Look after yourselves in the meantime, won't you? Your speculations give me cause to hope. Yet if these seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. While it is possible the Sharlayans hide some secret truth from us, there can be no certainty that its exposure will prompt in them a change of heart. And so, for the present, we must needs confront the plight in which we find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid, and it falls to us alone to contend with the Telophoroi. Even with all of Eorzea standing united, there's no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Sharlayan intend to do if we fail? Continue to chill on their little hideaway island and just hang out? Airy confectionery, rich cream sauce, golden pineapple juice, or lemon muffins. Man, muffins sound delicious. I would take a muffin right now. Raise your hand if you want a muffin. I like that Wandering Bishop. We gotta walk to Sharlayan. I mean, if it's for Alfino and Alize, we're gonna definitely RP walk the whole way. And for some reason, I'm pressing the wrong key. We're sidewalking. We're like a crab. We're sidewalking all the way there. To Sharlayan we go, even though we can't see where we're actually headed off to. But no, it's okay. Tataru has an airship now. We can just take that. With their knowledge, Charlene could have done so much for the cause. They could have helped us uncover the secrets of the towers and save the tempered captives within and... Oh, gods. Throughout my childhood, I remember grandfather arguing with my father over Charlene's policy of non-intervention. And this time it was my turn to play the role. But if even my grandfather could not win him over, what chance had I? If words exist that might sway him, I know not what they are. I think it's one way to take comfort in that you don't have the words, but also that you still get the opportunity to follow in your father's footsteps in that regard. The forum includes representatives from all of Charlene's central institutions. With them hindering Krau's investigation, she will struggle to make any headway on her own. Yeah, so we're gonna have to break in. And we're always good at knocking heads, so maybe a little knocking heads is what they need. While Charlene's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There's much more that needs to be done. I shall begin by sharing the forum's response with my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask the Scions... Grave tidings, Walking Ones! Grave tidings! Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? These ones who went to see feathered ones and terrible news, destroying ones have appeared in Zelfatol. Destroying ones and captured ones and even frightful godly ones. Feathered ones didn't stand a chance and were sent flopping and squawking. When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? Too late, yes, much too late. But luckily, destroying ones were only passing through and continued on west. Feathered ones who did not fight were left unharmed. West? That would be Karthus. The final quest of Shadowbringers? My lady, the Ishgarians report that the Telophoroi have emerged from the eastern highlands of Karthus and are marching at speed. Though the purpose has yet to be determined, the Cartano Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Emmerich has already dispatched his forces and requested immediate support. Tell him he shall have it. The time has come for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth. Send him 3 spears, that's all he gets. Well, mayhap it is a mercy we do not have time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let us make haste to Cartano. The Cartano Flat. Wait, this one almost forgot. Destroying ones were said to be led by a cackling robed one. This one must see that all walking ones know. Farewell. Yeah, that's definitely Van Daniel. Cackling robed one. Van Daniel? Who else? It was only a matter of time before that grinning maniac showed himself again. Like, why couldn't he even show up here, right? Imagine if Van Daniel had showed up here and had done all of this craziness when their dad was hanging around. It would be a totally different story. I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cartano. Pray see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste. At once, my lady. Let us away. Bum 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 bum. I kind of like that our gear is very... It's very detailed, but it's somewhat reminiscent of Shadowbringers in that, you know, we're the Warrior of Darkness, except that we got some silver lining, you know, and so it's like we're coming out the other side of being the Warrior of Darkness with a little bit of light still lingering. Very pretty gear. Once again, thank you to Justana. Shout out to Justana! That's where all my coolest gear comes from. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and donate on my Patreon. Did I totally miss? I did. I missed the little Ethernet. Okay, so now we can go to the airship landing. Slash... Is it just slash R? Valid string slash roll. What? Slash roll doesn't exist. I wanna slash roll. I have apprised our comrades of the rising stones of the situation. They'll be headed directly to Cartano. Alfino has been unexpectedly delayed, but you should probably go and see for yourself. He's by the entrance. I guess there's somebody who wanted to talk with him. Yeah, it's gonna be upstairs. What? How did you do that, Orwin? Is it not slash roll? One card. Give me that one card, all right? Oh, slash dice, not slash R. Descension. 3 open. Sudden death. Easy peasy. We should be able to crush her. We've got such good cards. Okay, we should be able to crush. Descending. It doesn't really matter. Both are 1 on the top, so I'll do there. That literally 0. 1 minus 1, 0. Oh, come on now. Serious? Wheel of Fortune 3? No, I didn't. Seriously? So plus now. That's not good. Dissension and 3 open. Plus is such a mess. It's not fair that the computer can run math super fast. Okay. Go there. That's fine. We almost blew the entire thing. Seriously? Okay, one last one. This is ridiculous. I can't believe that out of all of the cards, out of all the times that we haven't won cards, we've just been killing it. And it won't give us a card. She is running a hard bargain here. Okay, do you just not want to flip any of my cards? It's like, I was about to say, there's like lots of opportunities to flip my cards and you're not. Ah, goodness gracious. You're not very good at it, but you're good about keeping stinking cards from me, that's for sure. Fordola? Fordola! Come on, this will only take a moment, all right? Jake, it would seem that Fordola has come all the way here to Gridania to find us. I've explained the situation, but she insists her business is urgent. Aye, it'll be over sooner if you shut up and come with me. I mean, she said it'll just be a moment, so we'll do it. I know, right? The world is in danger if we're playing triple triad. Facts, Justana. He's up. Arnvold. How are your...
Arnvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
Has he lost a leg?
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Oh man, is he paralyzed? He's got both
Only
legs.
because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The chirurgeons say I may never walk again.
Okay, so he kind of has... Yeah, he still has somewhat both legs, but... I don't know if he's going to be able to walk again.
Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite.
I don't think he's asking for any kind of pity.
All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in.
And he got to do that.
But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
You were a hero, though, and you saved Fordola.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide.
Raise your hand if you think Arenvald's a hero.
Look, Alfino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
Aye. We carry the dreams of many. We'll carry yours too. But be sure to give your regards to the Telophoroi. Send them my regards. Some things may have changed, but the adventure isn't over. Yeah, I think that's a really good one. Yes, things have changed, but the adventure is far from over. And that maybe out on the battlefield, slicing and dicing isn't where your destiny ended up. But that doesn't mean that it's over. There's still plenty of opportunity. So the adventure isn't over yet. Adventure is only over when you say so.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owly once entrusted their dreams to me.
Aw, big brother moment. Alfredo's got so many big brothers.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold.
I think you would regret it if you didn't.
Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend.
And what's the alternative? You're just gonna turn your back, walk away, and say, good luck, everyone, I'm out of here.
Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
Don't be too hard on yourself. Fordola back there just... All these meaningless words. I want to go kill somebody.
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
I'm glad that he's not fully paralyzed. He still has movement of his arms and assumably most of his legs too. He just doesn't know if he can walk on them again.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. That's not true. Tataru has plenty of things that she can make use of you.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero. Do you know that?
Me and Fordola and her floating shield.
Forged in the fires of battle. That it's all about being brave and killing villains. Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
Dropping truth bombs!
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
How you gonna go
I
about
reckon
it?
You might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Time to become an archer. You can shoot from a seating position, yeah? Pew! Fordola carts him around. Fordola just puts him on his back, and he just sits back up there like a archery tower. Pew, 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 pew. All right.
Arnvald he's extremely wholesome, and he looks very humbly on himself. One more time. We're winning this card. We're winning this card. Oh, no, it's a duty. People are leaving. All right, well, you all figure out who's coming and who's going. We're going to win this card real quick. We're going to super speed this one. Bam. See, we can win these easily, but it's whether or not they'll give us the card. That's the question. Yeah! Look at this! We're gonna 100%... Oh no! The top one up there isn't blue. We got it! We got it! I told you we were gonna get it. I told you we were gonna get it. Oh yeah! Triple Decker 4. Okay, that feels good. Now we're ready. We're ready for whatever comes. Alize, time to go kick some butts. You can just tell me later what that was all about, but judging by the set of Alfino's jaw, it appears to have done him some good. Bancred and the others have already left the Rising Stones, and according to the communications officer, Amalja and Cabal forces are also bound for Cartano as we speak. They mean to keep the promise they made in Alamigo, and we must do the same, by saving as many of their tempered kin as possible. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart, and we should get going. While during the battle at Cartano, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended you set aside sufficient time to participate in the battle and view these scenes in their entirety. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you'll be able to try again for the most recent of these. Please know. Oh. Your progress in the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you're defeated, you'll be able to try again for the most recent one. Please note that if you enter battle associated with other quests or log out from the game, the progress will be lost. Okay, I'm going to check real quick and see if my wife is home before we do this and say hi to Junior. And if she's not home, then we're jumping in and I'll go say hi afterwards. But if she is home early, then I definitely want to say hi before Junior goes down for bed. So be right back. And it looks like Steph Swat DC'd, so we might have to get them back too. So this is a great time to take a quick water break and get ready. Get ready. Get out of here, chair. You're gonna muck up the whole stream. Okay. We only have 3. Does anybody else want to join? Harsh, Lalina, Lavava? Or are we getting a rando? I don't mind getting a rando, but I wanted to give you guys the option. It's a solo duty. Wait, really? So I need to kick Orwin and Karinika out? Is it a duty or is it a dungeon? Duty calls. I guess it's a duty, not a dungeon. Oh, okay. All right, Orwin, we will be back. Thank you for coming and hanging out. It's been a while since I've seen you. All right, solo duty time then. Yeah, here I was thinking that it was a dungeon, but I was dumb. Dumb. All right. Cartano flats with our brand new gear. We did not check to see if we're wearing the best gear, but that's okay. We look awesome, and that means we're definitely wearing our best gear.
My fellow Scions, as I am sure you will have heard, we can expect no help from Charlian, nor are we any closer to discerning the Telophoroi's grand design.
Grand design. Oh, thank you, Holo. Like the stream. It helps out every little bit.
Now, our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers.
Have a good one,
compelling us
Orban.
to answer in kind.
Have a great dinner.
The outlook, in short, is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
Of course. We will do what we always do. Deal with the ones our allies can't.
I love it, Thancred.
A less than daunting prospect, judging by your expression. Could it be that you've dispelled your lingering doubts, Alphino?
Or is he going to fight despite the doubts? Because that's really what courage is about. Courage is not having no fear.
I doubt I ever will.
Courage is about fighting
But as
despite
my
the fear.
friends have kindly reminded me, I have come this far, and that must count for something.
Oh, yeah.
Gods be good, Alphino. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along.
In the
For
meantime,
one
people
so
are still
bright,
fighting for their life out there.
Remarkably dim at times. There is such a thing as overthinking, you know.
Oh, yes. He does it very well.
Might I suggest that we continue this conversation after the battle? It would appear that Telophoroi have already arrived.
Thank you,
I'll do what I
Graha.
can to cure the Tempered, but they'll have to be incapacitated first.
Have care, my friends, for none can say wherefore our foe did choose this fateful field to be our battleground. Whatever may transpire, pray grant him not the pleasure of deterring you.
Why do I feel like we're going to end up fighting through, like, all of the lunar primals? Let's go. I'm so glad that I'm doing this as a paladin right now. I wouldn't mind doing it as the Warrior of Darkness, or Dark Knight, but paladin works. Y'all are awesome. This is so sick. Listen well, friends. The Telophoroi is sweeping across Cartano. Can we walk around? Not yet. As for the Ascian, he was briefly sighted above the battlefield, but has since vanished. He likely intends to watch the events unfold from afar. Thus far, the movements of the lunar primals have proven difficult to predict. Even we poised to ambush our troops, they instead withdraw for unknown reason. Whatever the Telophoroi's plan may be, the primals are our primary targets. Understood. They will not elude the Scions for long. Defeat the Telophoroi troops. Oh, yeah.
Give it out all.
Oh, I love the dashing in. Let's grab as many as we can. Come along, friends. It's party time. They will overwhelm us with sheer numbers. Wait, who is that? Is that Graha fighting with the sword and a shield? It is! Whoa, Graha! That's awesome, man! I'll go west. Alphino, Jake, come with me. As a Sinian. Okay, what is west? Is that where they're going? Keep moving. Oh, this way. There's the Sinian. Okay. I don't see any primals. Something's not right. Where's Graha? Graha was fighting with a sword and a shield. That was so sick.
Oh, that's so cool. As the science spread across the field, Alice and Graha take the fight to the Telophoroi. Oh, this is crazy cool. Do we get to jump into different people's roles? Yeah, maybe. Time to cosplay. Defeat the end of forces. This is so sick. I wouldn't have minded being Graha, but it's all right. Alice is good too. Coming battle, you'll fight as Alice. Oh boy. Cast spells is a quick succession. Deals unexpected damage with potency. So that's an AoE. Big damage to an instant person. Potency of 400. Restores target's HP. We gotta remember that because we can target Graha with that. There's an attack with potency of 400. So there's no dash, but there's 2 AoEs. Can I unhook this? No, I cannot move. That's right. That's fine. So we just know this is a normal, and then these 2 are AoEs, and these are a bunch of stuff back to back to back to back. Okay, cool. Well, let's do this then.
Allow me.
I'm actually going to stick with the AoEs here because the AoE on all the different guys is really nice because there's so many. Tempering has gone too far to treat them all here on the battlefield. How you doing, Graha? Oh, he healed himself. Okay. The clemency, I guess. Okay, so that's a long wind-up, but really powerful.
Right behind you.
Oh, and you can shoot it from a distance. Okay, cool. So this one, you're probably in melee. 2 is going to be all melee attacks. Yeah, see Z? Okay. Okay, I got it. Oh, and then you dash back? Okay, whoa, that's cool. Let's do a quick heal on Graha. Take the opportunity to cure the tempered. Oh, do you get a new skill? Whoa, he changed over to a summoner. Whoa, that's so sick. Who are we going through for first? Oh, do I have to come up here? Who do I talk to Angelo? Oh, there we go. I was like, where who am I supposed to talk to? Oh, don't tell me that they killed Porksy. Alize is going ham. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Fan Daniel. Enjoying his chaos. Do you see that? The glyph? Yes. How worried should we be? Looks like a Dark Knight glyph. Don't tell me the scions get tempered. Listen well and judge for yourself. Though I can see ethereal currents, I had not thoroughly examined those that flow through the heart of Carteneau. But now that I'm here, things have become clear. The flats conceal an etheric confluence, like to the pillars of the Azim Steppe, but far greater in scale. Far greater. The glyph that Fandaniel has conjured reach into... The glyphs that Fandaniel has conjured reach into its very midst. And I believe I know their purpose. Should the lunar primals destroy them, it would spark a chain reaction with the potential to obliterate the confluence entirely. The resultant disruption of the flow of ether would sow chaos among the elements, prompting earthquakes, floods, and tempests large enough to lay waste to the realm. That he would go so far cometh as little surprise. We must needs protect the confluence at all costs. Alright, so don't let the primals destroy the glyphs. Defeat Lunar Odin and defend the ethereal confluence. Oh, we're Urianger now. Okay. Deals unexpected damage with 210. Destiny Dawn, Lord of Crowns. Destiny Sleeve, Scroll. Oh, leave everything to fate as you draw a card from your deck. Restores 20% of maximum damage is dealt while weapon cast. Okay. You draw a card, restores 10% of maximum MP, and deals damage. So this gives me MP back. This also gives me MP back, but throws a card. Restores target's HP, restores own HP and HP of nearby allies. Creates a fixed sign centered around the caster, reducing damage taken for 10% for yourself and any party members who enter it, healing over time. Okay, that's really good. So we're mostly healing, but we can deal some damage between these cards and get our MP back as well. Oh boy. Odin, it's been a while. We got your horse, but we can do this. Ooh, jeez. Uh-oh. Can we break the chains?
I shall protect thee.
Oh. That'll work. I don't know if... Can I pick a different card than the first card that pops up? Oh. I was just following Thancred. That's right, he has these dashes. Oh, Thancred require aid. Oh, jeez. Ah! These spells take too long, Thancred. Or, there we go. There we go.
It's a good defense.
Oof.
Oh, he's gonna go that way. It's the side that his sword is on. One more. Oh, that one timed out. Ooh. Come on, get him with the card. There we go. Finish him. Woo! Little chaotic, but we got there. It didn't seem like I could change which card it was that I drew. I've only played Astrologian very briefly, so. Nice. One down. Meanwhile, Graha, Tia, and Alize prepared to lock swords with Luna Ravana. Lock swords. He puts the sword and a shield and he takes Holdminster's switch as the crystal extract. I did not notice that. I love that he literally changed his jobs. It's very rare that we see people change jobs with. Okay, fire spells, blizzard spell, you know how that works. Thunder, potency to AoEs. Cure, targets HP, restore own HP and nearby allies. Prevents spellcasting movement and other activities of all nearby enemies. Oh, that's great. Okay, so fire, 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 fire. And then we switch to blizzard and get our MP back. All right, Alize, you ready for this? Let's do it. Oh, he did go off. Okay, cool. Like moths to the flame, you have to keep them from the confluence, but there are so many.
I have you now.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, cleared him out. Do an AoE just for good measure. I didn't get it up in time. No! Ow, 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 ow. Alize! Okay, cool. We gotta heal up. We gotta do ice to get our mana back. Gotta change direction. Oh, we got our mana back. Okay, cool. We're all fire now. All fire now. Like a good spellcaster, we only move when we absolutely have to. Okay. Oh, we're almost got him. We almost got him right now. Oh, come on now. Really? You're gonna do that to us? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Woo! I think we got through that. I was stressing at the end there. I was stressing hard. I should have been using the lightning on a whole bunch of people, or a whole bunch of those little things simultaneously. Okay, 2 down. At the same self moment, you stand shoulder to shoulder with Alfino and Estinian, resolved to lay Lunar Ifrit low. Let's go! Get you back for Arnvald. Oh, we are ready. Oh, we tanked it, so we didn't get to see him as tank because he wasn't. Because we tanked it. The one Arnvald and Fordola encountered. Yeah, and this time we got all of our skills. There ain't no holding back. Oh, Lunar Nails.
You're finished!
Come on, Alfino, let's get this one. How's everyone's health? Not great, but not terrible. Thank you, Alfino, for the heals. Focus on Estinian. I'm alright. Oh, boy. 2, 3. Oh, I see. Pew, 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 pew. That's why they were running around the corner. Oh, oh. Oh, there's the flames coming out. I was like, when is that gonna happen? We know you got those in you. Thank you for the heals. Oh my goodness, how many nails is this? This is way too many nails. Let's come to this. Estinian, what are you gonna do? Whoa! Okay, that was awesome. Oh, a little late on that, but that's all right. Can I heal it with Clemency? Oh, I can heal with Clemency. Nice. Lashes out in desperation. Why are you attacking Alfino? I will protect you, Alfino. All right, that was just for the pictures. Finish him! Level 100 Dragoon, maybe. Maybe it's just a special Nidhogg skill. A special Nidhogg. You have to bond with Nidhogg to be able to get that skill. Easy. It was like, oh, so you split up and did, 12 nails? I got 12 Astinians! Haha! Careful. Daniel. We meet again.
And thus another plan went up in smoke. I am beginning to see why Lord Xenos thinks so highly of you. Not that this changes anything, you understand. You have merely earned yourself a stay of execution.
Well, if we keep doing that for the rest of our lives, then we'll be good. So much chaos. We recognize that guy with the hair. Alfino, who are you healing? Oh, okay. I think we recognize him too with the spiky hair. Black Mage in that sounds terribly hard. Terribly hard. You'd have to rely on a lot of heals.
Glory be to Garlemald.
Oh, man. And you know that they don't want to.
How fare the Tempered?
We've treated as many as we can, but some were beyond help.
Yeah, where's your dad now to see this? Have him see this and then tell me that it doesn't matter. Look at everybody doing their part, though. It's awesome to see them all working together. The Sylphs are there, too.
Do not hang your head so, brave scions. Though not all of our captured brethren could be saved, we are grateful for those whose minds have been restored. You could do no more, and that is enough. So please hold your heads high.
3 cheers for the Scions! Hip hip hurrah!
Should have been quicker, but I'll do better next time.
May not be able to save everyone, but those
Thank
that you
for your
can
kind
save,
words. They mean a lot.
it's worth it to them. Reminds me of the boy and the starfish on the beach. It's not about saving all of
A
them.
victory at great cost, but a victory nonetheless.
It's about saving as many as you can.
We must stay strong and press on. Isn't that right?
For those we can yet save. The very end. Well, you've come this far. Yeah, to the very end. Wherever that end leads.
To the very end.
I wonder if he repeats whatever it is that you say there. Oh, the moon! We finally get to figure out what this stinking moon thing is. Maybe? Maybe? That music, I'm saying. Chills. Literal chills. Wandering. Oh gosh. Visceral chills. It feels like 2 years have led up to this moment. Is that where it ends? That's where it ends? What? Oh, man. Oh, man. That's where it ends. Hang on, I'm cranking this up. Finishing Shadowbringers, sorta. Where's the sorta? What have I missed? Dang cred. Oh. I'm sure there's some incredible cosplayers of him out there, so. Oh, technically I haven't finished the quest. Haven't hit the green. Gotta hit the green. Green! Green is definitely my favorite character of Shadowbringers. Shadows have been brought, storms have been blooded, heavens have been warded. We got Graha back, baby. Yeah, for Reen and Graha alone, Shadowbringers is my favorite expansion so far of Final Fantasy XIV. I'm sorry. I love the other expansions too. This is definitely one of my top expansions. One of my top expansions for Reen and Graha. Ardbert. Now they gotta bring out the emotional music. New game plusing Endwalker? Endwalker seems so boring. All right, double checking with Holo real fast, but it's okay to skip from here?
Yep, you can skip.
Cool. Aww. Look at everyone. And Sir Emmerich. Sir Emmerich. I gotta talk to everyone, but Grahatia gets a hug first because Grahatia is best. Alize, you've been replaced. Deal with it. Throughout the battle, I could not shake the feeling that all present were performing for the amusement of Van Daniel. Nor did his blithe reaction to his latest defeat give me cause to think otherwise. I can only conclude that such failures are of little consequence to his broader scheme, whatever it may be. I will recommend that the Alliance keep a closer watch over Carteneau. The Telophoroi may have failed in their attempt to destroy the Confluence this time, but there's naught to stop them from trying again. Okay, so Confluence, we now know that the Carteneau and the Azim Steppe both have this kind of like pool of ether. It was decent of Lord Emmerich to bear us home aboard his airship. The gods only know how he would have squeezed this many people onto the Bonanza. Are you calling out Tataru's ship? The Carteneau Flats seem fated to play a prominent role in the history of the realm, do they not? I wonder, might the abundance of ether that flowed through the region have led to the Alligans to entomb Omega there? So it's just by nature, because of all the ether, that's where everyone keeps showing up. You should have seen my face when Lord Emmerich turned up on our doorstep. Did none of you think to send word that he was bringing you home? We were a little bit busy. Many though the enemy were, their numbers consisted largely of tempered beastmen, with a few lunar primals to keep things interesting. The Garleans themselves ventured little and lost less. It has ever been the Empire's way to have others fight their battles, but even they would blush at the Telophoroi's use of tempered slaves. The temper that we were able to treat will be taken to the city-states for observation. As soon as the Alliance is satisfied they're fully recovered, they'll be free to return home. And at least we got some. At the close of the battle, when the clouds parted, the moon shone down on all of us. I cannot well express how I felt. Hype and nervousness and total nuts. Way too much energy. Somehow it seemed more a beginning than an end. Oh, you have no idea, Alfredo. You have no idea. Oh yeah, we already talked to Thancred. Dadcred. Dadcred's fine. All right. We've all come together. I trust you all enjoyed a comfortable flight aboard the Pride of the Ishgardian fleet. Lest you worry, the Bonanza has been towed to a nearby location to be retrieved at your convenience. Did you have cookies, Lord Emmerich, and champagne eggs? the best, most posh style of delicacy, the champagne eggs. You have thought of everything, Lord Emmerich. May I say how much I appreciated the hospitality you afforded us on the way home. Think nothing of it. Our destination lay in the same direction, and it afforded me the opportunity to learn how my errant friend has been since last he took his leave. It would seem you have finally found a place to settle down. I merely grew weary of wandering the Far East. Returning to more serious matters, while the Telophoroi have been driven from Carteneau, 'tis like that the bulk of their forces yet remain. On the evidence of the Grand Company of Eorzea first joint military operation, however, I'm confident that we have the potential to meet such threats head-on, even without the aid of you and yours. As such, while our forces keep the Telophoroi at bay, I would ask that you apply your talents to the task of neutralizing the towers. A sensible division of labor. While the towers remain, so too will the threat of the lunar primals. And given our expertise in the field of aetherology, we are better qualified to find a solution. That we are, especially should it happen to lie beyond the Alliance's dominion. There is a time and a place for formal investigations, of course, but certain secrets are wont to hide where only enterprising individuals may venture. Stealthy Thancred. I could not agree more. There are none better suited to this task, nor any upon whom I would rather rely. Asinian is also pretty good at that too. Sneaking into enemy territory and causing havoc. On behalf of the Alliance, I thank you. We look forward to receiving any information you're able to uncover. And with that, I must take my leave. Should you have need of assistance, pray do not hesitate to ask. Fare you well, my friends. And his fancy schmancy blue sword. What do you think? He made the sword to match his outfit, or he made the outfit to match the sword?
I confess I had hoped to be able to study the towers more closely, vital as they plainly are to the Telophorois' plans. If we can discern their ultimate function, we'll be one step closer to understanding our enemy's grand scheme. Should we succeed in neutralizing them, of course, it is all but certain that the Telophoroi will mount an all-out invasion. And then it will begin. The one who awaits at the heart of the chaos will come for us, for you. Yet in the end, our true nemesis may be the calamity to end all calamities, the final days themselves. There's like a layer. Fandaniel, Xenos, the final days. Yes, all right, Alfino, we need a plan, not portents. Portents? As Thancred so eloquently pointed out, we are in a position to seek information from all manner of places, not least Sharlayan. According to Kryl, the Forum have been more secretive than ever of late. While this may be related to the appearance of the Telophoroi, that remains a matter of speculation. But one thing is clear. The Forum is determined to keep us from discovering the truth. Master Fortuno's performance at the Lotus Stand was enough to convince me of that. The matter beareth further investigation. I do heartily concur. Nor can I think of a more promising place to look for the answers we seek on the matter of the towers. Sharlayan hath ever been the wellspring of a theological knowledge. I care not where we go. Here or there, my lance will be ready. And what of you, Jake? Might you be persuaded to join us? I got some triple triad cards to win, so what? No, I can't go. Sorry, guys. If it means I can have a word with Fortuno, Island of Bookworms and Bureaucrats, having no other choice. Plot a course for Sharlayan. Sharlayan. Here, here. It is time we laid bare the Telophorois' dark designs. It appears we are in agreement. We have but to wait for Kryl to secure the necessary permissions. In the meantime, there is a matter I would investigate. Does it involve tall structures? By a strange coincidence, it does. At present, I only have a creeping suspicion, but with your help, I will soon find out whether my fears are warranted. She is one of the interesting characters that she doesn't openly tell you what her thoughts and her ideas are until it's like been proven, and then she's like, I suspected this the whole time. And there's a part of me that kind of wonders if it's the, internally, she's like, I really have absolutely no clue what's going on, but I'm gonna wait until something's absolutely sure and be like, I suspected this was the case. Just so that way she seems smarter than she actually is. But no, I give her full credit, so. Right, exactly. She never wants to say, here are my thoughts on what's happening, and then if it's proved wrong, she's like, no. But you can't be wrong if no one can prove it to you. So, shush. Why do we get the shush emote? Is it because we've learned the emote shush? Is that so that we can tell Fortuno to just shut up? Shut up. Meanwhile, in the Garlean capital, what weapon has Xenos chosen? What weapon has Xenos chosen? Oh, he went with the scythe, the Reaper. Oh, that's a good scythe too. Look at that thing. I would not have guessed the scythe.
Those Eorzeans certainly are a stubborn bunch, though I suppose you knew that already. My plan to redirect the ether from Cartano came to a rather less than satisfactory conclusion. It was, in many respects, an abject failure.
he just states things so boldly. Like anyone else would be like, well, it didn't exactly work out as planned. And he's like, it was an abject failure. It just happens. Oh well.
Which does, of course, raise the question of where we are going to procure the requisite amount. The obvious solution would be to draw on resources a little closer to home, though that would require our dreamer to dream a trifle more deeply.
So be it. The dreamer will not complain.
I like his new outfit better than the other one.
At once. With the gateway of the gods complete, all that remains is to gather the necessary ether, and our prize shall be within reach.
The gateway of the gods complete.
Whoa, is that the tower in the background? I just noticed that. Could you get more spiky?
The time has come to fulfill your heart's desire. My desire!
Clearly, it was designed to keep dragons out.
To relieve those wretched creatures of their meaningless existence!
It definitely looks like Ishgardian armor. Whoa.
While I await you, I shall drink a sea of souls and gorge myself upon the darkened moon.
That's a very red moon there.
Then you shall come to me, all roiling rage and rancor. And the stars shall bear witness to our final contest.
What was that? I gotta say, the roar after ARR was much more impressive. Yashoa's still gonna try to find a way to traverse worlds. That's what she said to Runar when they left.
As I thought, the ethereal currents have been disturbed here too.
Very disturbing.
It was the same in Thanalan. Make that every location we surveyed.
And the strength of each current has diminished dramatically, far more than could be attributed to a natural occurrence.
It's being siphoned. Reminds me of the ASDF comic where there's the guy sitting underneath the counter at the dentist. It's just drinking in that ether goodness.
What tidings bringest thou from Dravania?
We took a number of readings, and noticed that the closer we were to the tower, the lower the etheric density became. In short,
the towers are drawing upon the land's ether, which would explain how they were able to carry out the summonings.
The towers are primals. I mean, to be fair, they do temper people, so they basically are kind of acting
Our
primals.
allies must be informed of this. We should return to the Rising Stones and have Tataru relay our findings to them.
Nobody's gonna kidnap us to like the 14th world or something, right? Sorry, I should be more like the 7th.
Hear me. Hear me.
Heidelin!
Hear me. Hear me.
Whoa!
Darkness comes. And with it, the end. The fate of the star is in your hands.
Whoa, is that... That's more than just Minfilia. That is Heidelin herself.
Everything all right back there?
No! No, we just saw Ghost Heidelin. She's really pretty. A silent warrior. Why is the moon red? Why is the moon red? Well, it's more like orange, like kind of orangey yellow. It's like not caramel, but a solemn dawn, grim purpose shines. In gazes cast toward moonlit sky. Thus does our final curtain rise. Your steps to guide what end begins.
Is it time? I think it's time. We just go. We gotta talk to Alfino and keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. We just gotta go. No, we got a trailer to watch. Let's talk to some people real quick, and then we'll watch the trailer. Go ahead and Holo, if you want to send me or drop a link in the React channel. But I think last time you sent me the video, so that way there was no like, YouTube interruptions. When Arvel tried to free the Amalja held in the tower, it triggered some sort of alarm, and the captives were killed instantly. As such, we have no choice but to leave them in the clutches of the Telophoroi until a means of rescuing them has been found. In the meantime, the summonings of lunar primals will continue. Just as we must rely on the Grand Company of Eorzea to put down such entities and prevent further abductions, so too do they rely on us to come through with our investigations. Much and more have we discovered of the Telophoroi's machinations since Thancred and I did return from Garlemald. Verily, their troops doth appear to have been tempered in much the same manner as those engaged in the construction of the towering edifice in the capital. Yeah, that giant thing with like way too many spikes. Those who are brought within close proximity of the towers are tempered into serving Garlemald, then forced to summon lunar primals with ethereal ether drawn from the land. But even having understood this, we are yet to uncover what the Telophoroi wish to achieve by all this. Are the towers purely for strategic advantage, or do they serve some other purpose? Whatever it is my father and the Forum are hiding, I'm determined to get to the bottom of it. Evil! Not only do the members of the Forum intend to adhere to the long-standing policy of non-intervention, they made a point of sending Master Forshano here to explicitly state that fact. Rather than simply refusing to involve themselves in our affairs, it would appear they're actively trying to prevent us from meddling in theirs. That does, of course, make Krau's mission of securing our entry into Charlayan nigh on impossible, but I'm confident she'll find a way regardless. We will swim there if we have to! After the end of the Dragonsong War, I spent many a moon roaming. Kugane, Razatan. Have we been there? Is that the desert place we've been? Even Garlemald. But never Charlayan. In all honesty, a nation populated entirely by bookish types like Alfino is not the place that appeals to me. Yeah, but the sights might be really cool. When I grow up, I want to be as cool as Estinian, alright? That was not what I wanted to do. Two guys on a scooter. Two guys on a scooter. Two guys on a scooter. Where are the rest of the team? What? There's usually a full squad of people over here, but they're all gone. Where are all the other Scions? Did they all leave? Are they in here in the Dawn's Respite? Trailer. You're all like, let's do the trailer, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna come outside and sit in the lobby area, but I'm gonna actually mute and go watch on the stream instead.
Sure.
I can see it all like synced up.
I'm incredibly sad that you missed all the speculation and memes. At least this time he can get to the end of Endwalker. Dawn trailer to be coming out shortly just come out. The anticipation, the delay, the cancellation of the free trial. Other room, the new room. There's no one in the new room. There's no one in Dawn's Respite, so. All right. We'll come out here, have some celebratory eggs. My guess is that all of the rest were out, fighting, and they're on their way back from having fought. So, hi everyone. We do have ourselves some Realm Reborn Red, which means that we can enjoy ourselves some nice tasty champagne eggs. The best of all champagne eggs. Oh no, not the gifts. Not the gifts. And your hat? Wait a minute. That's gonna be from, okay, there's zero gil. Making sure that there's no sneaky gil going in.
Well, we're hiding our hats. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at those glasses. We got to play the other game though. Whenever I never ever find time for it. But Endwalker in style. Toggle the visor. Oh, do the glasses go up and down? Because I never wear that. Oh yeah. It looks like we got some crime on our hands. We're just leaving the glasses on all the time. We're too cool. We're too cool not to wear the glasses all the time. All the time. Eat an egg. There we go. I wonder if I can get a G pose. Will it do? It'll just do the eating egg. So that means that I'm gonna have to catch it here, which I can do. So inventory, pop a Realm Reborn red, eat an egg. I bet that screenshot is perfect. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right, let's download this video. Hello, YouTube. Y'all are excited. Man, it's been a long, long time coming. Oh, eggs. Ogamoro berries. This will not be lost on chat. Well, it's definitely lost on me, so. Definitely lost on me. I mean, the berries are cool. Berries are great. I mean, you can make all sorts of stuff with berries. Grapes are tasty. All right, let me switch over. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mute that audio. We're gonna leave the game up though. And then we're gonna switch to display. Let's move this to the top. Whoa, that's the wrong display. Hang on a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down over here. Properties, make sure that I'm on the right one. There we go. And then we'll pull this up here. And then one more thing that we're going to do is system configuration. We're going to mute master volume just for a minute while we play this. So that way we get the uninterrupted experience. Two years, so much story, so many streams. I need to recalculate it after Shadowbringers, but we gotta be on like 700 to 800 hours of streaming, which is a lot of streaming. That's a lot of streaming. A lot of you have been here from the beginning. Lalaki, you've been around for forever. Justana, you had Harshafant join us for so much of it. We never lost Harshafant. They've been here for forever. Orwin coming in, popping in. Pidge only ever showing up for short periods of time and then showing up in watching the videos afterwards. Your dedication is just insane. Thank you all so much. No, that's a good point. We should check audio levels. I think what I can do is I make sure that's on and that's muted. We'll test it real quick. Because at the beginning, it has a little flame thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna work. You hear the flame fine? I see it fine on my end, but I want to make sure on your end that you hear the little flame go. Yeah, no, Orwin has been around for forever. I sometimes I wonder, I'm like, has Orwin left for good? But nope, he keeps popping back up, so. Oh man, let me jump to live. There we go. Yeah, I think we're good to go. If chat blows up with people yelling that they can't hear it, then I'll know that something's gone on terribly wrong. I don't know how they can beat the Minfilia reveal. Blew my mind. The moon has been taunting us for so long. Literally a year. I just tried to screenshot that. Square Enix. I tried to screenshot that. Is he walking on the moon? That's like moon dust. No, because the moon was in the background. He was walking through some dusty area, and the moon was in the background. Garlemald with the tower.
Days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its land rent by tooth and claw.
Oh. Ali's a complete boss. Where's Alfino? Oh! What? Straight paladin? Who is this? That sage is new. Alfino becomes a sage? What?
I can look after myself, you know.
What?
And I've had enough of this rot. Come on.
The cloak! The cloak for the paladins! What the?
As the chaos spread, the star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet
Those are like reverse sinless.
there were those who stood in defiance.
Estinian and the dragon. Nidhogg! Hell yeah.
The hour is come, Tritra. It's all or nothing.
I love their team up. That looks like the Void Arc. Oh, this is the tower. That's a Garlean ship, no?
The stage is set, but will our heroes deign to play their part? You took your time. 'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draws
Charlayan. Oh, the tease! The tease! They switched to the graphic version so you couldn't see it. Wow! I'm trying to screenshot all this stuff. It's so pretty. So that's actually a different location. This is Charlayan, I think. Yeah, because all the books and research, the city-state. Whoa. Graha sneaking in here.
I knew it. This star still has secrets to tell.
Where's the Ashtola?
Take care, my friend.
So, Charlian would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
It would. Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must then, but we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
She's so awesome. The Reaper Scythe is so perfect for him, and this whole story of death at the end of time. Be still, my heart. What is that?
Blades dark and light. Tolling the coming of the end.
He is on the moon! What? What? you go to the moon? Oh man, we're gonna have to wait so long. 2021 isn't. Ah, that's so sick. I have to come back here. Hey, this shot here. I was like, this is the moon in the background until you see him step here. And I'm like, this looks like moon dust. This is so definitely moon dust. But he's on the moon. That's like either the sun or the planet in the background rising. That's great. What is he doing on the moon? What is he doing on the moon? I can't believe Alfino becomes a sage. That's awesome.
I can look after myself, you know.
I don't need you, brother. Looks like she's got a weapons upgrade too. Okay, this is where I was like, what the? Okay, so that's the tower in the background. That's not the main tower. That's just a tower in the background. Is this in Limsa? What on earth is this thing? With all the purple crystals and stuff?
The star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet
It's like shooting giant ice things.
there were those who stood in defiance of that fate. The hour is come, Vritra. It's all or nothing.
At the whole Heavensward arc of dragons and humans, I'll be right out. Dragons and humans being at such odds with each other, and Ishgardians, and now to come all full circle to where they're like best friends working together and teammates. That's so insane. This is gross. There's a specific art style that is like Alien, from the Alien movies, and it's very reminiscent of that.
The stage is set, but will our heroes deign to play their part?
I'm surprised they didn't do more class showcasing, because they didn't even really show Reaper all that much.
'Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting. The end draweth nigh.
So this is not, I don't think, Charlene. This is a different place. All the colors. Hey up a doop and then over here is the island, Old Charlene. That's beautiful. Huge library.
I knew it. This star still has secrets to tell. Take care, my friend.
Best boy Graha. And then Y'shtola just being a complete boss.
So, Sharlayan would keep its counsel while the world is lost to ruin.
Oh, it's in the launch trailer? Okay.
Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Paladin stonks rising.
You must then, but we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
She's awesome. Yeah, it's one thing to like phase walk to a different realm. It's another to physically transfer to the moon. Are we gonna fight on the moon like a Dragon Ball Z show?
Green blades, dark and light.
Absolute boss.
Tolling the coming of the end.
That reveal of him being on the moon is awesome. And whatever this pizza Dorito thing is, what is that? What is that? I have no idea. I have no idea, but that is awesome. Very, very excited. And finally I get to know a smidgen more, but still have 1,000 questions as always. I think what I'm gonna do is, that's the Paladin relic armor that we thought about getting forever and ever and ever ago, and never actually did. So shall we close out your Warrior of Lights arc starting as a gladiator and as a paladin? I think so. I think so. Now I may spruce up this gear a little bit because I don't know that we want to go full dark mode going into the final arc, but Gunbreaker's sick, but I think I gotta go paladin. I think it's good to start and end as a paladin. I think that has to be it. Now there might be moments in which it'll be worth it to jump to Gunbreaker a little bit for fun. We do always dabble a little bit in other jobs during our journey, but I think paladin is the right. It feels right. It feels right. But I'm gonna end the stream, go say goodnight to Junior, and then I'm gonna jump into the Discord and just chat with you all, because next week begins Endwalker, and that's gonna be insane. Insane. We're actually gonna start Endwalker. I can't believe it. We're gonna start Endwalker here in the Rising Stones. We're gonna start Endwalker. It's just awesome. All right, I'm gonna hop off the stream. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed the trailer watching, and yeah, I never would have guessed in a million years that we would actually go to the moon and physically be wandering around on the moon. I know that Ardbert was there and the Asians were there, but they're like spirit beings, so it's a whole different thing. A whole different thing. And no, we're gonna go fight monsters on the moon and whatever it's infected, and we gotta go clean it out. I will see you all on the Discord after the stream. Have a great one. If you haven't joined the stream, Holo's posted it in the chat, and we'll see